Guess what? If you're a small business owner, you are in the business of creating value delivery systems. What does that mean? It means you put together a system or a process that delivers value to somebody. It doesn't matter if you're creating a product that you deliver to people to do that. It doesn't matter because you still have to build the logistics of getting it to the person, marketing it, all that. It doesn't matter if it's a service, or it doesn't matter if you actually walk people through a process to help them out. You're in the process of creating a value delivery system for individuals or other businesses. What does that mean? And how does that work? Well, let me share with you a little bit about this journey that I went on, where when it started off, I really wanted to own a business, really wanted to get started. At first, you only know through the education system how to actually scale your own work, right? That's all it teaches us. We go through high school, college, whatever, and you just learn, hey, how do I get better at doing the thing, right? How do I just run my own personal process of creating value just through me, the own way? And then you get into the business world, especially in entrepreneurship, and you are charged with running a system that delivers value to other people. And here's one of the things that you realize, or at least I had to realize the hard way, is that maybe you're not very good at developing systems. I know I wasn't. I knew that I had to learn a lot about how to do that, and check out some other videos where I share how I got to big numbers in my business by understanding how to craft winning systems. Today, I just want to focus on one point, because as I got started, every single business owner goes through this, and a lot of the ones that don't scale beyond a one-person company never realize how to move from just themselves producing something to building a process to deliver something for a client. And I was in the same boat. And what happens is you start to get overwhelmed, and you can't grow beyond a certain point when it's just your labor, because that doesn't scale. So you either stay at a certain threshold because it's just you, or you figure out how to scale your business. Now, one of the biggest things that I went through was, hey, hiring people and then having to fire people. And was it their fault? Was it my fault? Those things are usually a combination of both. But what happened is you start to get people and they don't run the process as well. And then you think, is it the person or the process that I put together? And there's one concept that I really had to learn the hard way, which was, hey, after going through all these people and figuring out, was this thing called process gain or process loss. So what does that mean for you? Well, a process gain is when you put a process together and the sum of the parts is greater than the whole. All of a sudden, if you have people baking for you, let's say you own a cupcake shop, and all of a sudden you have people doing each part of the process, and now it moves faster than one person doing each part of the process and producing the cupcakes at the end. You just had a process gain, right? You just created a process where the sum of the output is better than each individual doing it. So you have a gain through that process. Alternatively, you can have a process loss. And this usually happens when you hire the wrong people, give them the wrong process, don't have the right control, or other factors that play into this where you just don't have things, maybe the equipment's not right. It could be all sorts of things, but you have a process gain where you doing it yourself would have been faster and easier than running it through the process. And a lot of times small business owners run into a process loss at first and think, this is why I can't scale beyond me, or this is why I can't find good help, right? I'm blessed. I have a million really great people in my business that work and do an amazing job, right? But I would never fall into that camp of can't find good help, because we can, because we have great people, but we also have great processes where we figured out, hey, are we creating a process gain or a process loss? And is the fault with the person or is the fault with the process? And a lot of people just default because of their own ego, especially new business owners, and say, well, I can't delegate because they can't do it as well. Well, then you have created a process loss in that situation. Sometimes it is the person, a lot of times it is the process. So you have to create a process gain as you go through those processes and keep challenging the process that you created until you get it to a place of a process gain. And if you can identify the difference between those two things and evaluate it appropriately, not only are you going to be more fair to employees, but you're also going to be more successful in the long term at building a scalable value delivery system. If you like this video, hit subscribe, hit like, and we'll catch you in the next set of videos, because we're going to help you fix your Google business profile, create more visibility, harness AI tools to grow your business. We'll talk to you soon.